Sometimes he pawns. God. Phones and videos. Okay, I'll just say my normal voice until I can think of a proper one. So now why am I stopping this 4th time? What does it matter? What is there to be now? Miss Natsume's cat seems to have settled into its new home then. Oh yes, and I've become very attached, little while. God! The voice I'm giving it makes it sound like an old lady. It's a WIP. It would appear his previous singing is completely forgotten to him. Cats are unfeeling creatures. Their muses and dizzy. Mostly muses. If Miss Natsume had no intention of taking, I expect her to have taken him into court. It's strictly forbidden aboard. And for good reason. Terrible things can happen if the rules of passage are not obeyed. Well, I don't mind. Besides, Waggy's adorable. Yes, he really is. Oh yes, what about the door? I don't remember seeing that tiny thing in the main door before. Where did that come from? Oh, you noticed? You are observant from there. Look, I use this. It's my latest invention. What? What is that? There's a medium. I call it the cat flapper. It's not set in stone, but that's the voice I'm using for now. Gosh, a machine for making dogs just for cats. That's right, it can make a cat flap a little furry friend like Quaggy in seconds. And it can do it in any odd... Oh, no matter what it's made of. It's very powerful, you see. Wouldn't it have been quicker just to make the cat flap, rather than making a machine to make the cat flap? Well, yes, maybe, but now I can make cat flaps anywhere I like. Oh, I think it's wonderful. Let's make one first and done. She really knows how to come up with unconventional inventions, this girl. Oh, what was that? Well, guy. What was that? Oh no! Wakahai's tangled up in your violin. I think he thinks it's a toy. No! What's he doing to it? Oh dear, Mrs. Shulman. Why should I care? What? I shouldn't be surprised if the cat is a more accomplished musician than I. Well, anyway, I'll put it back where it lives, shall I, Yoli? Out of the cat's reach if possible. I think we should assess the damage. The fire is burning comfortingly and the green begins. Very different feeling to a Japanese hibachi somehow. Oh, look at the photographic print of Lady displayed on the mantelpiece. Could it be... Is that supposed to mean something to me? The woman? Trophy hunt. These are all mementos of Mr. Sholmes' past cases, I think. If he'd been involved in my case, I wonder if the beefsteak from Le Carnival would be on display here. A mystery shoe, a curious hamlet, some mysterious dancing men, a bust of Napoleon. Ah, what an interesting collection. It looks like an untidy assortment of junk to me, rather like what's on my own shelves. Well, you really ought to learn to keep your things in order, Miss Naruto. No. No favoritism there at all. No, no favoritism there at all. Look at Mr. Sholmes' desk, it's completely clear. There's no enormous machinery on it. You can never hope to understand what goes on in the great detective's mind, Miss Naruto. Right, next time round. That's scary plausible, actually. There's all sorts on these shelves, like chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all heaped up so high I can't help feeling that the whole lot is going to topple at any moment. Oh, it's such a charming new and tidy collection of paraphernalia, isn't it? Just looks messy to me, like my desk. Lies, my desk is completely tidy, apart from 2 notebooks. But you, Miss Naruto, learn to tidy up after yourself. No favoritism there, then. Hey, my desk is tidy, thank you. Looks like that huge metal chest is being used as a table for tea and coffee. It is very sturdy, with an equally sturdy lock. Miss Naruto, you mustn't go around opening things. I must have to keep an eye on you, don't I? You're being mischievous. How would you come to that conclusion? Come to think of it, I haven't seen Iris doing much writing recently. This paper, he's stuck in the typewriter. Right, look, as if she's ready to start. So this is the violin, is it? It's a Stradivarius, one of the finest violins in the world, made by the renowned Italian luthier Antonio Stradivari. Oh, I see. It doesn't really look like anything special to me. I happened upon it covered in dust, languishing in a pawn shop down in the script back alley. Broker had no idea of its value, so I was able to purchase it for a mere 55 shillings. How honourable of you. And until today, it has been my faithful companion in every great Paganini-inspired performance I have made. I ask you, is there reason to live in a world devoid of music, to tolerate this blanchard existence? No. There is none. Mr. Sholmes? What, dear madam? What? My thoughts are preoccupied with fancies of release from this dull routine. Well, it's about the violin. It looks very different to normal, don't you think? What do you mean, Mr. Sato? Oh, Susie's right. Yes. The tone of the wood is completely different. And that's not all. I'm sure there was no crack here before. Wait, it's not even the right size, is it? What's this? I'm terribly sorry to have to tell you this, Mr. Sholmes, but that instrument isn't a violin at all. Then what? I believe it's an entirely different instrument called a viola. What? What? Oh, Mr. Sholmes, are you wrong? You're right, you're quite right. This isn't my favourite Stradivarius. So what, pray, is this piece of stringed flotsam? Not your favourite performing partner, then. I see what must have happened. You do, Iris? This is just a simple mix-up. It sounds like Iris might be able to tell us exactly what's happened if we ask her. What did you mean by mix-up, Iris? Well, you see... God, I'm just giving her a southern accent. Well, you see... By 5 minutes after starting it, and I've already forgotten the voice I used. God damn it, my memory's terrible. Well, you see, this violin... Sorry, this viola, I mean... was at Windybanks until last week. And the pawnbrokers? Now Mr. Sholmes' beloved musical partner. There is a proverb from the East for which you are no doubt familiar, my dear fellows. Always let a beloved child travel. Yes, indeed. So you sent your beloved violin to the pawnbrokers in the hope that it would experience personal growth. Oh, what a wonderful idea. Last week I pawned my great analythoscope in order to release my precious instrument, but it would appear Mr. Windybank mistakenly furnished me with this tawdry fiddle instead. But my ears cannot be deceived by the hollow timbre of this piece of timber. No, but your every sense was deceived by the fact that it had strings. Sure, fine state of affairs this is. And why, I always say, Miss Naruto? Never trust a pawnbroker. They will try to fiddle you every time. Yeah, I found that out when I asked for a Saber Alter Nemdroid for my birthday. Got one off Amazon. The bloody thing was broken. And then I saw another review on Amazon which said that a different version of the same product from a... I can't remember who it was. But it was from the same creator. That one was also broken. Come, Miss Naruto, dilly-dallying will get you nowhere. Sorry? Crunching your toast with that vacant aspect. Pressing your coffee so obtusely. Are you not a little embarrassed by your own conduct, considering the urgency with which we are faced? You must visit Mr. Windybank's broker at once. That's right, isn't it, Mr. Sholmes? Precisely, Mr. Sato, without a moment's delay. But I haven't finished my bacon and eggs. My dear fellow, surely you do not still intend to crunch your bacon with an increasingly vacant aspect, to press your egg ever more obtusely. Alright, say no more. Let's go then. Don't worry, Bruno. I'm happy to hear. I'm gonna stop speaking. As that happens, I am rather curious to see what British pawnbrokers looks like. So this is a British pawnbrokery. Oh my, there are all sorts of tools and contraptions in here that I've never laid eyes on before. Ah, Susato-san, that spark of wonder in your eyes. Can't wait to scour the shelves, can you? I get the impression you enjoy places like this. Oh yes, I don't know why, but it seems such a lot of things I don't understand. It's very thrilling for me. My dear fellows, let us not forget why we are here. Oh, Mr. Sholmes. We are calling on matters of business, not pleasure. And clearly, Mr. Sholmes means business too, judging from the spark of fury in his eyes. Ah, Mr. Sholmes, sir. Welcome back. Did you hear that phrase in welcome? Well, yes, we are potential customers, after all. We are disgruntled customers, Miss Naruto, and it's time to inform Mr. Windybank of our ire. Come, the fight is afoot. I wonder, could I ask you something? Ah, gentleman from the east side. Yes, that's Sable's suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat dull. Sorry? Attire, ma'am. 5 guineas, no less. The colours are exquisite, the design exotic. Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say. Oh my, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I feel as though I've suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I've heard it said that pawnbrokers are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you described. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan and 2 months of secure storage. If, in that time, they repay the original sum to me, plus the agreed interest, the items are happily returned. What happens if they don't pay the money? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see on the shelves behind me. So you never sell items before the 2 months have passed then? That's right, madam, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility lies on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all. The very idea, Mr. Windybank, is an absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually, says the man who was telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning. And let us not forget that I've already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sorts of measures? I engineered a simple device, which Mr. Windybank has installed here in his shop. I call it the red-handed recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windybank? Oh, what was that deep sigh about? What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Use your eyes, my dear fellow. There are 2 just below the ceiling. I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here, I have an example I can show you. Ah, yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop counter. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really? That's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it, look. So you see, were someone to enter the premises with ill intent, his identity would be summarily exposed. But did you not say that the photographic prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madam. Then why if the incident were to occur in between times? One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess your device has been giving me some cause for distress of late. I beg your pardon, Mr. Windybank. Surely they are anything but distressing. Reassuring is the word. It's the cost of the film, sir. You must graciously place not 1 but 2 cameras in my shop after all, which means I must pay for nigh on 100 utterly useless prints every single day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Mate, you're only 48. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbrokery, no? My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Oh, heaven help us! Naturally, you will recall this, which I received from you some days ago. Yes. This second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windybank. The colour of the wood is different, it has holes in it, it's not even of the same size. A wonderful summary of our observations, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so very sorry, sir. How heartily unforgivable of me, and an inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. I shall have to take my own life. I don't think that would be necessary, do you? If I may just say one thing before I pop off. Ah, yes. It was you, sir, Mr. Sholmes, who took it upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch a violin when I heard... Ah! Here it is. You did? You did? And when I turned to controvert you, you had taken the viola and left, so... However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So I shall not grumble or grouse any longer. May the skills guide me. No, no, no! Stop, my dear fellow! The fault is mine! It'll appear that the fight is over. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windybank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Sherlock Holmes without that questionable disposition, now would you? Oh, I do believe you may be right, sir. So you will laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. I needn't remind you of the peculiar collection of items you brought from my door in the past. Oh? Peculiar items? In the extreme. For example, the unpublished manuscript of an eponymous work, the novels of Sherlock Holmes and such. Oh my, new full-fledged novel? And unpublished? So I have yet to read, you mean? Ah! Forgive me! Wait, before you die, you must tell me more. I must know, tell me everything. Wow, Sir Sato-san is really fired up now. Is there really an unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day this gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust this to your care for a while, Mr. Windybank. For just like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more. Ours is something of very great value indeed. Latest manuscript recounting the adventures of one Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I beg your pardon, a manuscript? You wish to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do. I am confident it will be quite safe here. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tale of a worldly mystery lies dormant to my soul. Mr. Sholmes, is that really true? Do I sense that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay a fee, do I not? And can you continue to store my belongings securely? Of course, sir, of course. They're safe and sound with me, I assure you. On my life. This is all very strange. Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Windybank. Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you tried to pop, Because if anything were to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer. I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not. Sorry? I've only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly be harmed. That's not really what I meant. Good day to you then, Mr. Windybank. It's been a pleasure. So, Miss Naruto, now I can explore at last. Something triggers. I'm just trying to remember what. I've investigated thoroughly, but I can't find anything out of place. There seems to be a little door hidden behind that curtain there. That leads to the storage room, where Mr. Windybank keeps articles that are currently in pawn. Ah, I see. There's nothing of particular interest inside. I certainly wouldn't recommend any larcenous activity. Recommended or not, it's not something I tend to do. There is but one key, and Mr. Windybank keeps it in his pocket at all times. Before he sleeps, he places it into a small pot, which he slides into his pillow. Well, how on earth do you know about that, Mr. Sholmes? I'm a detective, sir. It's my business to know what others do not. I am frequently assailed by information that I neither care for nor wish to retain. Mr. Sholmes, you are a wonder. And the prime suspect if this problem hopefully is over. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th April, today's date. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern-style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, a tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fellow such as yourself, Mr. Windybank. And who was he walked out of here in the wrong violin before? Oh yes, we can see you're very dedicated to your job. Look at this. Where could it be useful? I have no idea. Ah. Oh no. There's a small catch just here, look. Oh my, that's amazing. It has some sort of spring-loaded mechanism, which we'll now manage to put back to the way it was before. What are you two doing? What? Us? Nothing. No, nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows. I realize I've seen something rather similar to this elsewhere. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you are looking at is a stereoscope. A stereoscope? Fascinating. It is aptly named, I assure you. Look through the eyepieces and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me a moment while I just have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellows, in order to see the image properly, stereoscopically as it were, you will need to be cross-eyed. Oh, thank fuck that technology doesn't exist now. Nope, can't do it. However, if that is beyond you, it is of little consequence today. Alright then, I'm going to try it. It's Naruto, you must see. At once. Oh, alright then. So I need to be cross-eyed, like I'm trying to look at my own nose. What the? I don't believe it. Nope. It's just a photographic print, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, is it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why are people meddling with such black magic? It is no magic, my dear madam. It is, well, far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Oh. It's called technology. Never had anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There's a metal disc inside on which notes to be played or recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness! Well, it's simply delightful machine. You said delightful. Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Science and technology advance at such an overwhelming pace. Look at that enormous ledger open on the counter there. Mr. Windybank is, if nothing else, very particular about recording the items he accepts. Well, that was being okay for a minute now. He'll have to be, otherwise he'll get himself in all sorts of trouble. Which may explain the thing that catches my eye far more than the ledger. This revolver here. Do not entertain even a single thought of pilfering an article herein, my dear fellow. I assure you, Mr. Windybank would not hesitate to draw that weapon with speed bending his portly sides. Oh, you don't mean he'd blow his brains out? Indeed, in recompense for his blunder. Oh my. But in any case, of course we would never do such a thing. How could you even suggest it? An assortment of things there are on the shelves here. Crockery, footwear, clocks and watches. Almost anything you care to imagine. Those are forfeited items offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean, though? When you pawn, or colloquially you pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must be repaid. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Oh yes, now you've explained it, I'm noticing no price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So you may pawn that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. I treasured university uniform. Never, it embodies my student spirit. What, only twopence for it? That ain't fair and you know it. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I can't offer more. Sounds like there's an argument thrown over by the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Have you even had a proper butcher's at it? I've seen all I need to see, young girl. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh, yes, it's the young lady from Miss McGildy's trial 2 months ago. Her name is Jean Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer. Yeah. Gordon Bennett, you lot! Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you're doing well. Eh? What? You remember me then, do ya? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing in... God. What are you doing in here? Down out like the rest of us? Nothing to eat? Come to pop. What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Ah, good day, unless I'm much mistaken. You would be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. So, you have something of value to pawn, do you? Allow me to see the article, and I shall negotiate with Mr. Windybank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need no help from some stuck-up thing. Get out of my business. Go on, I'll make trouble for ya. As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. He's really done it. It's gone. I'm sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation. And that thing he has in his hand. Some kind of metal disc? And you, go on, leave me alone! Oh, Miss Lestrade, just put me on there. You show me your friend in the slightest. Chisato-san can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who'd use a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. Yeah, well I am, alright. I'm a Londoner, just like everyone else. There's a problem with it. God! I'm a guy, it's hard to put on female voices. No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably got on the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it all over your cherry chase. Could you not bring movies into it? Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines. You're not going to deny it, Miss Naruto? Alright then, I'm just going to come out and ask you straight. Do you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well, I don't know how best to answer that really. Suppose, sometimes. You're not going to deny it either, Miss Lestrade? But not this time, alright? I swear. Nothing belongs to me. God. My voice is constantly changing. This that Mr. Windybank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about all this. Mr. Windybank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? Seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface. Ah, this is a music disc, you see, for use inside a music box. In a music box? What, you don't even know what a music box is? You Eastern Line are too savvy, eh? I know what a music box is, I've just never seen one of those discs before. Kinda embarrassing now I'm thinking of EastEnders when I'm trying to do this. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going and beautiful music plays. It's so incredible. Tell us, what time is on this disc? What tune? Well, I'm afraid I couldn't tell you that. There are so many different types of music box, you see. British made, German, Swiss. I have no way of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Ah, I see. And that's it in a nutshell. I won't have any customers for an item like this, even if the young lady forfeited it. Really, I'm already offering more than my shot at it. That's a packet of lies. He told me he did. He said it was, well... He? Who? Never you mind, it just... ain't right, that's all. That disc's got worth good money, I know it is. Well then you'll have to try your luck at another pawnbroker's, won't you? Ah! She's been in before, of course, this little tattered Damarian. I see. I bought some dubious article on the room with every single time on my dad. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, mate. Miss Lestrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff what needs storing. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but as you gave me the ticket for it, you paid both the loan and the interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. What was the article? Do tell us, Mr. Windybank. The low scamp is wearing it, ma'am. It's the overcoat that she redeemed. Oh. What? What's wrong with that? It fits, don't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So what about this then? How does that come into this? Oh, the disc is something else. A new article to pawn if the girl and I can agree on price. I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today. It's really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the money on it, as you say. But this heavy black coat, which returned to her care as I'd understood it. That's right. Yes, and rather unsurprisingly, as soon as little Ragamuffin put the thing on, she went rifling through the pockets. Oh, you mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? I see, so it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? If you mean this disc, then yes, exactly. She immediately tried to pawn it? Quite a high price as well, so I was suspicious, I think. Give it up, I'm just trying to pawn something like anyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. It doesn't really appear to be your size. Me old man! It's me old man's, ain't it? God, my voice is constant. I'm just making efforts as I go along at this point because I don't want to spend another 5 minutes thinking about this. Isn't it, Miss Lestrade? Yes, this is definitely rather suspicious. Out of my way, please. Is this picture postcard English, gentlemen? Good day to you, ladies, gentlemen. What's your problem, eh? There is no problem. As long as you remove yourself, I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. Look, ain't it obvious? I ain't done talking with him yet. You think you're such a gent, you should know how to wait in line. Well, you are an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Eh? Who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You haven't the courtesy even to remember the faces of your victims, it seems. What? You mean I? From you? Broker! Yes, sir? I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes, the article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you rascal. And needless to say, any music box discs too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's my old man's, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Miss Nowahodo. This is a very awkward situation. Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of their story in a little more detail. Miss Lestrade, is what the gentleman is saying. What do you think? It's all lies, ain't it? Obviously. Hopefully, by the time of the trial, now that I'm back on Great Ace Attorney, I'll actually have a concrete voice instead of a forever changing one. I hear it now, you little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't you? How dicker you born here just now? No, I swear it. I swear to God. It was barely an hour ago. I was walking along the street, minding my own business, when this little gutterling ran into me. I knew at once what had happened. I've been robbed yet again, I thought to myself, those wretched pickpockets. Yet again? Oh, yes, as you can see, I'm a man of impeccable style. This isn't the first time that I've been targeted by these backslum scoundrels. Now then, relinquish my input. Come along now, Miss Lestrade. Give the good gentleman his coat back. If you're going to cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Hold on, why does everyone think it's me? Just look at this dandy coat, and you think I'm the dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's going to believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where's your evidence that I've stolen something, eh? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence. Now. You what? Evidence that the article Miss Lestrade deems actually belongs to this gentleman. Of course, we need only consult Mr. Windybank's ledger to know the truth. I'm very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. Oh? I never ask customers' names, that's a strict policy of mine. But why not? Well now, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. Yes, I see. But how can you know if an article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh. It's quite simple. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Professor. Genius. A watchword? Interesting. So about these watchwords, Mr. Windybank.
As I just explained, I never ask customers' names when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why certain customers would like to keep their activities secret.
That wasn't exactly a subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes, now was it? Great detectives have no dark secrets. Well.
Yes, well, anyway, that's why I always ask for a watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock a vault. The date of deposit, a description, and the watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give the storage ticket to the customer.
And I've supplied you with the information you require already. But for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat, deposited 2 months ago on the 15th of February. With a watchword of Professor.
No, he could have been just eavesdropping.
Embarrassing. I'm from Manchester. Yeah, I didn't know how to put it. Then again, I did live in Manchester for only 9 years, whereas I've been living further south for 14. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Oh, thought he'd gone. Crap. Wait, you're still out, Excuse me, but who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. No, clearly, you're not British, so perhaps our way of thought. Oh, sorry, yes, we're from the Empire of Japan. We're studying here. Oh, yes, Japan. I've heard talk of the place. Are we supposed to be impressed with your dancing? These inhabitants live on some fiery brown-coloured soup dressed up with exotic spices. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that theatrical gesticulation about? Perhaps, anyway, if you're a gentleman, sir, you offer your name first, before inquiring after the name of another. Of course, yes, I'm Rinosuke Naruhodo. I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Yusato Mikotoba. I am Miss Naruhodo's assistant. I see. My name is Benedict. Yes, Egbert Benedict. Bruh. That sounds fake as fuck. Enchante. So fine how he holds himself and how he speaks, but the name is suspicious. Good to see I'm not the only one who thinks that. Now, to the matter at hand. My overcoat. Return it at once. To someone with the style to... Nice reference. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Every move oh wait, no. It's every move you make. Every move you make. That sounds a bit like... That's a reference to a song I'll Be Watching You.
So let that be an end to the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Egbert Benedict, sir.
Again. Are we supposed to be impressed by that or something? You're such reasonable rate of interest. I may even decide to come back. This is why I hate grown-ups. Just because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the pockets, if you please, Broker.
But of course, sir. Here's the disc for you.
Just this one.
Pardon, sir?
I was expecting another. That is, I deposited another. Nice way to give up your game. Another disc?
Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now.
So, Gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightfully mine, are you? Says who, eh? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. Then I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye, it was time. Wait a minute, that disc is mine.
Ah! What do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You've drawn blood, you filthy animal.
Oh my, yes, there's blood on the disc. It's because of all those sharp and clear bumps. Man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I mean, it belonged to me, old man. Miss Lashard, this disc so important to her? The music box disc has been entered into court.
You there, in the black livery. Hand that disc to me at once, please.
No, don't! He's lying! Grown-ups all lies. Bitch! What do I do now? How am I going to resolve this? Damn. Wow, Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers on that mysterious gentleman. I need to do some of the calm things down before she loses control and attacks him again. Uh-huh. Oh. There he is. Mr. Sholmes, why are you examining with such keen interest now? As you enjoy a bar of caramel, I see. So, you found me at last. Miss Naruhodo. Sorry? After that young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I had nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall had done to me. So, feigning mock interest, I pretended to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolate place, whilst, as you shrewdly observed, gnawing on the only friend I have left, this 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depths of my despair, Miss Naruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperate. And why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse, you know. Yes, I overheard much of your conversation. Or rather, in my craving for human contact, my ears devoured every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel something. It would seem that my inferences are correct. Oh, surely you're not about to tell us yourself the entire case once again.
My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, were my genius for deduction to be commoditized? How much could I pawn it for? It seems Mr. Chalmers has had no flashes of inspiration. But who knows if it will help to resolve the situation between Miss Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. There's some thing to do here. Listen to the deduction. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where the bluey blazes have you been, eh? Pardon? Where the ladies... Oh, God. Damn it. Gosh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Egbert Benedict, you have, in my eyes, a veritably encyclopedic array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to this pawnbrokery today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second is this. A considerable crime is in contemplation, one you will orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Scarily accurate. Well, Mr. Benedict, what say you to my deductions? Oh, you stand as wise as a hard-boiled egg.
It seems that once again, Mr. Chalmers has made a flawless deduction.
Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the pained expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come for yet another Sherlock Holmes' logic and reasoning spectacular. First of all, we must ask ourselves on what business you ventured to this pawnbrokery today. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to this shop in the first place? This is staff recruitment flyer. Roasted! The piece of paper in your hand is a staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Yet even the most unobservant would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employ. In other words, there is some ulterior motive for your actions. The cane, which you unwittingly clutched to your person, exhibits an infinite contradiction. What? I've had this cane for years. The contradiction of which you speak is, of course, the missing ferrule. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal ferrule to protect the wooden tip. And yet, detailed analysis shows the wooden tip of this stick to be utterly bare. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod that you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. You recoil, sir? Is something wrong? And in your recoiling, you inadvertently facilitated the answer of the next one I'm trying to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle, which you evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understanding this riddle, you see. From the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What walking cane demands such a stout handle? Mused I. But of course, as I said, this is no walking cane. No, that's odd. It's a broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What calculated crime you have conceived, sir? Wickedly calculated crime. Topic 2. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. For we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. This is utterly absurd. You suggest that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this pawnbroker with a broken shovel? What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose? Save for such a fanciful theory, what possible reason could I have to do as you say? Oh, but there's ample reason. As you're only too well aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance more telling than I'd hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this, and covertly dig beneath its floor. The answer is revealed by the council notice on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn. This letter gives notice that public works will be carried out in the local area. And according to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewerage works, beneath this shop runs a sewer that adjoins another, one that runs underneath the bank on the opposite side of the road. Master plan? Which brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. With what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Miss Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard tells us all we need to know. A postcard of the Great Exhibition? I'm afraid you've quite lost me. Currently in the final stages of preparation, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway, and the government has provided extra funds to complete its centrepiece, the Crystal Tower. The funds that currently sit in the vault on the bank on the other side of this road. Yes, the considerable crime you've been contemplating is the theft of that which sits in the vault of that bank. The special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top-secret police information. So keep it under your hat, please. Mr. Sholmes? Well, Mr. Navahodo, an impressively upbeat deduction for Detective Banctolonius, would you not agree? Was it true what you said about the bank over the road and what it has in its vault? Indeed, no few know of its existence. It is one of the government's most closely guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence. But you just denounced it happened here. I've allowed you, in fact. Ah! And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict come to find out about it? There can be but one explanation for that. Clearly it is because the man is a criminal. Well, you're not wrong there. Why else would he have come out of his stage name?
What if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault, if he is a criminal as you said? Then buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you've revealed the secret.
Oh. Or if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windibank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. Oh my life, I assure you I'm not so unscrupulous. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care. One can never be sure that someone privy to secrets won't disclose them, and once the word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Miss Snowhurter. Excellent idea.
Well then, Miss Snowhurter, you know what to do, I'm sure.
Yes, let's listen to that great deduction again, and see if we can massage it into shape. Very well then, let us start once more from the beginning. Of Sherlock Sholmes is magnificent, logic, amusing, and spectacular. First of all, we must ask ourselves on which... You claim to follow this pickpocket here, having had the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most on the line. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the staff recruitment flyer. So by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, Mr. Benedict came here in order to apply for a job so he could dig down through the floor. Yes, in an attempt to tunnel into the sewers to gain access to the money into the vault to bank across the road. But he wouldn't get very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motives did bring Mr. Benedict here at this particular point in time. Oh, look at all the scribbled notes in the back of the flyer. I don't believe it. What is it? Listen to what it says. Name, Gina Lestrade. Height, 5'2". Green cap, scruffy waistcoat, grubby white shirt, blue satchel, ragged. A detailed description of Miss Lestrade. Goodness, there's even a sketch of her, hat and all. Oh no, if you showed it to her, she'd fire that smoke grenade launcher in his face for sure. And look, details of the shop down here too. In Banks, Pawnbroker, Baker Street. Redemption deadline 15th April. Which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have all that information scrawled on the back of that piece of paper?
Take that!
Yes, what brought you to the shop in the first place is the info about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer pertain to the pickpocket, Miss Lestrade, and to... For some reason I was thinking Lestrange, and that turned to Lestrade. And to Mr. Windibank's pawnbroker here. Ah. You originally told us that you had merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you. Anyways,